Some evil plans make absolute sense and have a clear end goal. This episode's one, however, is not quite one of those. Beginning the episode, we find the second iteration of the Injustice Gang, something that becomes a bit of a running joke during the series, as a constant bad idea. Their robbery is interrupted by Batman, who manages to beat all but one of them, a blonde woman who's dressed similarly to Wonder Woman, who is currently shopping, yet still in her superhero outfit.
Why would anyone want to cover up her natural beauty?
Easy for you to say, Miss Cheekbones.
What about the autumn sunset?
Impertinence? It's the latest scent!
Which means that either people don't recognize it, or it seriously doesn't matter who you are, they'll still spray perfume in your face. Batman contacts Wonder Woman regarding the robbery, showing her a piece of jewelry the woman was wearing, which he questions to be Amazonian in make, something that Wonder Woman refutes.
Besides, Amazons don't steal. It's against our code, and we never leave the island.
Never.
Batman sends Hawkgirl to Themyscira for some reason, instead of, say, any of the other people who were with them during their last trip there, which I get is supposed to be because there's no men allowed on the island, but the result would still be the same.
A stranger!
Get her!
Meanwhile, the blonde woman and the Injustice Gang commit another robbery, with Superman trying to stop them. It does not go well. Wonder Woman appears and confronts the blonde woman, whose name we learn is Arisia, and it's revealed that the two know each other. So yeah, Wonder Woman's whole Amazons don't leave the island thing just had a huge hole punched into it. Though how she gets off the island is actually pretty much the bigger mystery, as it's never referenced during the episode, and it doesn't appear she can fly like Wonder Woman can, nor is it explained how she found the Injustice Gang members. It would make better sense if she was just doing this on her own, or maybe gain some help midway through, since most of the Injustice Gang is kind of useless during this episode. Superman is found to be affected with some kind of virus due to Arisia, which soon passes on to both Green Lantern and Flash. Soon it's revealed that men everywhere are also being struck down by the virus. Arisia reveals her plan to the two other female members of the Injustice Gang, who seem perfectly fine with wiping out all men on Earth, despite the obvious huge downside of wiping out the human race.
Today, we women take control.
You can't be serious.
Can't I?
Arisia and Sakuri steal a bomber plane, with Hippolyta appearing to try and stop them. Though, I don't know why she didn't bring the rest of the Amazons, who'd actually been really useful, and it's also not explained how she got to the city, or knew where Arisia would be. Doesn't really matter, I guess, she's just there to be captured.
But I've come too far to turn back now.
Star Sapphire appears to Wonder Woman and Hawkgirl, telling them where Arisia is and her plan, which is quite obviously a trap.
What took you?
Forgive our little deception.
Yeah, no surprises there. Arisia and the others take off, with Hawkgirl finding a sample of the virus, only to learn that Jean has been infected as well, which seems confusing, but it's just convenient that he is right now. A fight breaks out on the bomber as Arisia acts like some people think feminists actually think.
You fools, don't you see? We're not your enemy, it's the men. They must be destroyed.
But it's revealed that she owes her life to a man. Now, I do accept the mentality of Hippolyta with that idea, but it still seems like a dick move, really. The guy saved a child's life and gets no credit from it, even from the girl he saved. Of course, this doesn't stop Arisia, whose plan is quickly foiled by Wonder Woman and Hawkgirl. With Star Sapphire defeated, Sakuri bails on Arisia, who goes down with the ship. A while later, everyone is revealed to be okay, thanks to finding Arisia's notes on the virus, allowing them to create an antidote. Which really feels like a last-second turnaround to wrap up the story, given that this ends out the episode. Now, while this episode is still as good as any other episode within the series, it does falter a little. The idea of wiping out all men is a plotline done before, and its end goal always seems stupid, since it'll wipe out the human race pretty quickly. Well, except for possibly the immortal Amazons. And since this virus appears to be wiping out males of any species, including aliens like Jean and Superman, it seems likely it will be wiping out a huge amount of animal life as well. And this is one of the issues that sometimes writers can slip up on. The physiology of Superman and Jean would be different to those Arisia was trying to affect. However, I can understand the necessity, or else the focus wouldn't be able to be where it's needed. Though, you could have had Superman helping with the rampant hazardous issues in the city, so he wouldn't be able to help, and Jean stuck in the watchtower looking after the others. I'll commend this episode for showing female rescue workers all throughout the episode once things go bad. Something they didn't need to do but chose to do, to actually show a level of equality within their own world. The real issue here is that the villain for the episode will only be in this episode, and pretty much all her backstory is explained to us by someone else, Hippolyta, who isn't really needed here since she's only there to get captured. It would have worked better if Arisia had explained her backstory to the other two female members of the Injustice Gang, thereby winning them over. Since the main character's learning of this background, it doesn't really help them in the long run. At the end of the day, this episode, like any in the series, is enjoyable, but its fury doesn't help it reach the top. It only makes it to number 24. Hey people, and thanks for watching this video. If you want to see the next one of these a full day before anybody else, you can do that by supporting me on my Patreon page. However, if you're watching this on my Patreon page, then thanks for your support.